Good morning, everybody. How is everyone today? Everyone thrilled about going to Sweden? Welcome to the beautiful state of Colorado. Colorado is officially the slimmest and the most fit state out of all 50 states in the United States. Only 16% of people who are over the age of 30 consider themselves overweight. The national average is for the United States is 23.5, and Mississippi is officially the chubbiest state in the United States, with 29.5% of overweight individuals. Why am I bringing this up? What does it have to do with the green energy? Coloradans are people who like outdoors activities. They're so emotionally in touch with the nature, with their mountains, with all different types of activities like skiing, fishing, biking, you name it. They're so concerned about green energy and green technology. Another important factor to consider is local politics. For 40 years, the Colorado General Assembly was dominated by Republicans. In 2005, Democrats took both governor's office and Colorado General Assembly. So green energy and issues connected to green energy and environment are being a hot topic since then when it comes to domestic politics. So in 2004, Colorado Clean Energy Advocates were the first in the United States to ask voters to pass a ballot to initiate creating a statewide renewable energy portfolio standards, also known as RPS. Despite that, unfortunately, up until today, 98% of Colorado's energy is still produced from traditional fossil fuels. The Colorado Governor's Energy Office was established back in 2005 when the new governor, newly elected Democratic governor came to power, and now this body is, this governmental institution is by far the most important leader in terms of introducing green technology initiatives across the wonderful state of Colorado. The rest of the presentation is going to be a little bit dry, so please focus and stay with me for the next couple of minutes. Colorado has so many environmental programs that they actually can be systematized. So first segment we're going to take a look at is commercial and public buildings programs. There's legislation passed by the House to improve energy efficiency in all Colorado schools. There are also legislation that came out of Senate to require all new facilities and additions to existing facilities to meet certain, and I would say pretty high environmental standards. The next segment we're looking into is a residential building program, something that concerns most of us. So the state of Colorado is offering rebates directly to qualifying homeowners. For those homeowners who take efforts to make their houses more environmentally friendly by making them more energy efficient. There are also rebates for homeowners who want to take certain steps to insulate their homes, make them more energy efficient. The 120 local governments, community organizations, utilities, home builder associations, and home builders partner in Colorado to introduce greener building standards, and the final goal is to meet the Energy Star standards. So when we're talking about 120 different parties, it's a really statewide initiative, and everyone seems to be involved with that. Government is not just playing an outsider role in all that process. The Greening Government program directs state governments to achieve the following goals by 2012: 20% reduction in energy use, 20% reduction in paper use, 10% reduction in water consumption, 25% volumetric reduction in state vehicle petroleum consumption. We all know how slow governments are, how bureaucratic sometimes they might get, so these numbers are actually pretty high. So you know, the benchmark was set pretty high, I'd say. Renewable energy programs, again, a lot of them. I won't go through each one of them on that list. Basically how it works in Colorado, all local governments, municipal governments, county governments, and state government, they all offer some sort of incentives to Coloradans to bring more green energy into their lives. And in order to do that, you know, the best way to go is to offer financial incentives, and they're just a there's just a plethora of financial incentive programs in Colorado, local grant program, local loan program, local rebate program, and when I'm saying local, it means those programs exist on county levels. So each country, and sometimes even each municipality is eligible to offer local financial incentive programs for its citizens. Of course, property tax incentive program, something you can find pretty much everywhere across the United States right now, sales tax incentive, state grant program, and utility loan program, and utility rebate program. On the final note, such thing as the Colorado Carbon Fund exists as well. It basically motivates both individuals and commercial firms to reduce their carbon emissions, and by offering them some nice things in return, like special good-looking vehicle license plates. Electric utilities program. This program is a little bit different because it doesn't offer any financial incentives for participants, but it offers to everyone a great deal of expertise and knowledge about how companies and individual homeowners can be more environmentally friendly when it comes to using electricity. And thank you very much. I'm handing it over to Harry.
Like we saw before, the federal government provides incentives to attract green tech projects. So do states to attract green tech projects to the particular state. I wanted to use an example to show what that looks like to people on the ground. Like we saw before, the federal government provides a myriad of credits, two of which are production tax credits and investment tax credits. Production tax credits are based on the energy produced, currently about 2 cents per kilowatt hour. And investment tax credits are credits based on the capital investment of the project. Currently about 30% given in one lump payment. California and Colorado follow pretty much the federal tax incentives in their own states. Some states use some different frameworks, like Oregon, for example, uses what they call a business energy tax credit. And they give 50% of the investment capital in a 5-year period. So it's very important for the states and the government to coordinate their efforts when designing the rules. And a very good example of how that's happened was just last week in California. A law passed geared towards large-scale solar and wind projects where developers can just pay the fee for land compensation instead of having to acquire the land for themselves. And then the state and federal agencies use that money to buy land or rehabilitate habitats. It's a fast-track approval process that allows developers to get stimulus money before the December deadline. And the California Energy Commission and the Federal Bureau of Land Management already have about 200 projects waiting for approval to take advantage of this new law. That's it for our presentation. If you have any questions.
Thank you.